Hey everybody, this is Mike with Podcast Conditioned. We're here for another recorded beer review, and today we're going to be working with another canned beer. Someone who's very well known for their cans. We've done a beer or two of theirs before, either as a review or even on the podcast that we do every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, called What You Drinking. But this is another beer from Oskar Blues Brewing. This is something that just came out for their seasonal turn from the Oskar Blues offerings. This is the Gubna. This is their Imperial IPA. As usual, comes in an amazing looking can. Nice and fun and easy to carry around. So if you're hiking or biking, or not around this time of year really, but maybe skiing, I don't know. But they're easier to move around, you know, instead of having to carry glass bottles. So it's kind of nice to have a can. And Oskar Blues, I think, is one of those breweries that kind of led the way and kind of paved the way for the craft beer movement to take a hold of cans, which is nice. So anyways, this is, like I said, their Imperial IPA, and it is also 10% ABV. These come in 4-packs. And this used to be a year-round beer that they offered, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the third year they've made this beer. Okay, so what they did was they made this a seasonal. So now this is going to be available starting in March. So I just picked this up this past weekend, and it's going to be available through, let's see, March through May. And so this is part of their seasonal program. They're going to have the 1050, which we did a review of before, and that's available from, I believe, October through February. So I grabbed the last 6-pack that I saw of that, or I'm sorry, 4-pack. I let it sit for about, I'd say, 20 minutes out of the fridge because it was kind of cold. So it's a very golden colored Imperial IPA. And poured that a little aggressively. I think we're good. So it's a beautiful looking beer. And let's hold this up to the light. See if you can get a good look of it. But yeah, you can see the constant carbonation flowing through nicely. It smells beautiful. It's got a very unique overabundance of hops. And I don't say that in a bad way because I love hops. So there's like even bready, caramely notes to it. This is just a beautiful beer. Great example of an Imperial IPA. So let's give this one another smell before we go ahead and taste. Wow. Alright, now what I do want to say is this is the last of my 4-pack. So I've had a couple of these already, and it definitely improves with warming up a little bit. When you take it out of your fridge, obviously it's going to range from fridge to fridge. So if your fridge isn't that cold, or if it's dedicated strictly to beer and you already have it at the right temperature, then don't worry about this. But what I am talking about is if you, like myself, put your beers in the fridge with your foods and everything else that needs to be refrigerated at different temperatures, you might see that your beer is a little bit colder than it should be, and obviously it's going to be a matter of opinion and your personal preference. But I like mine to warm up just a little bit because there's so many more flavors that come out of this beer. You get a lot more biscuity, bready flavors in an Imperial IPA like this, or at least in this instance. A lot of it was hidden if it's a little too cold, so it's definitely important to do that. And it's just a delicious smelling, looking, and all around just a great beer. I give this an A+. Definitely suggest you guys check this out. Grab yourself some if you can. It's, like I said, a limited release, so it's going to be available for a few more months. May is pretty much going to be the end of it. They actually do have another seasonal that they have yet to let us know what it's going to be or announce. So, but that's going to be their June through September seasonal. So we don't know what's coming yet, but keep your eyes open for anything that's coming out of Oskar Blues' news, their Twitter account or anything like that. Give them a follow on there. But cheers to Oskar Blues. Again, another great beer. You guys are knocking it out of the park. thank you for sending them all to Chicago now. We love having you. So keep it up, guys. I love it. And if you guys have any comments or questions about the beer, if you don't agree with me, what your thoughts were on it, I'd love to hear what you guys think. So either tweet me at podcask.conditioned, or if you want, you could join us in our circles on Google+. That way you can watch us do our shows live. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. we do a show called What You Drinking every Wednesday. So feel free to join us, or if you want, you could just watch us on YouTube as it's broadcast live. Any of the posts that I make on any of the social network apps that we use, you're always going to be able to find everything that we post on podcask.conditioned.com. And as always, there's always a ton of beers out there, so try something new. Thanks, guys. Cheers.